Hey everyone, how's it going? So today we're going to talk about the SRI, or what we call the integrity tag, to check if the scripts are coming from the proper URL and that it has all the proper content that we're expecting to get. So it's pretty cool. Before we get into it, let's start with the joke. So a guy is driving through a parking lot and he can't find a spot. So he says, "Lord, if you help me find a spot, I will give up drinking. I'll go to church every Sunday." And suddenly the clouds part, line shines on an empty spot. And then the guy says, "Never mind, I found one." Okay, so with the integrity tag, it's pretty cool. What we do is it generates a hash. We get a URL, gets all the content, we get this hash and it checks, does this hash match when we're fetching this content? And if it does, we're getting what we want. If it doesn't, then we know that that content that we're trying to fetch has been altered. It could have been hacked, compromised, or maybe it just changed. Maybe we're getting a different version that we don't want. So this is a pretty cool little resource to use on any of your script tags. Now, you can use it on most script tags. However, there are some Google tags that specifically you can't generate a tag or a hash for, and that's just because it's Google. So what we do, we've got this little website here to generate a hash. So for instance, I ran across this when I was doing this with some older Font Awesome tags. I think now by default, I think they've got them on there. But anyways, yeah, you put in the URL what you're wanting, and then we get the hash right here. So that's kind of what we're after. So then the next challenge is, well, if you just include this, great, it works. But within WordPress, when you kind of enqueue scripts and styles, it works a little differently. So I thought I'd show you what I did to accomplish that. So I've got this enqueue script, right? Font Awesome, there's the URL that we just hashed. But where in here do we add those other details? And that's something I couldn't figure out how to do. I don't think there's an option. You kind of have to go in and modify that. And so there's this script loader tag that we can add this filter on. And yeah, this isn't probably the best or most optimized, but I think it just demonstrates the point here. So I'm just doing a quick check, hey, are we using the Font Awesome tag? Great. Let's go ahead and kind of rebuild this script tag. I've got the defer on there, and then you can see here's that integrity attribute with our hashed that was generated. So that's how I did it. Pretty awesome, works great. So yeah, maybe you've seen that, maybe you haven't, but hope you found it interesting. And let me know in the comments if there's anything that I brushed over, if you have any other questions. So cool, okay, later.